Hello, YouTube. Well, from Boston, and ironically named Commonwealth of Massachusetts, deep behind enemy lines in the upper right-hand corner of the United States that we call New England, on the continent of North America, rotating at 900 miles an hour, the blue marble is the Earth, racing at 19 miles per second around the local star known as Sol in the fashionable western spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, common dimension 616. It's Fido Live number 177.
Woohoo!
Hello, Chief Colorist.
Hello.
All opinions and views are solely those of the comic strip Fido, and in fact, not necessarily those of the completely uncancelable creator and handsome man about town, Charles Lincoln Crosby III, who himself has actually no opinions on anything.
No, none.
This is a very simple comic strip for no one at all to ever be upset about. We don't go political. We rarely go very social. We just have dogs and cats misbehaving. It's, how simple is that? So amidst aromatic clouds of fragrant secondhand smoke, today we might actually get some work done, but don't hold me to it. We shall start this week with everybody's favorite segment, What the Chief Colorist Hath Wrought. A segment that weekly challenges the vows of a 20-year marriage. So, what have you done to my comic strip this week, Chief Colorist?
Hey, don't put it like that. That's not nice.
Well, we predicted snow on January 1st last week.
I believe so, yes.
And I'm still claiming victory because they forecast for it. Just because we actually didn't get it, it's not my fault.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So when the weather people say it's going to be snow and it doesn't snow, we can't fall.
We can say, well, Fido was right. The weathermen just sort of let us down. All right, this is tomorrow, Monday the 8th. We have Felicia and Bogash. No Fido in this one. Felicia says, "What are you getting me for Christmas?" Well, what do you want? Oh, I'm just a simple cat. I have nearly everything I want. Nearly. Well, I'm perfectly happy right now. I could be much happier if I had my own room. This is a one-bedroom apartment. You'll be very comfortable on the couch. And there goes Felicia. Still in her old colors. We'll go to the new colors, which actually is the same colors as sculpture that Closet Cat has created. We have Closet Cat. He's created a little glass sculpture, and there's Fido. Later on, Felicia. I made Felicia a special Christmas gift, a glass sculpture. I've been working on it all week. That's really nice work. She leaves it on the corner of the table, and Felicia knocks it onto the floor where it shatters. I knew she'd like it.
Typical cat behavior.
I don't know how a cat creates a glass sculpture. I suppose he gets some MAP gas and he's sitting there blowing the glass and doing all that.
Hey, don't underestimate the cat.
Yeah. All right. Here is the Wednesday. We have Fido back in the background there, Felicia and Dino. Children at home do not use Dino as a
role model
or influencer. He is smoking a cigarette, and everyone knows how deadly tobacco is, and only cool cartoonists can properly and responsibly enjoy tobacco.
Oh, be quiet.
What are you getting me for Christmas? It's a surprise. Oh, that's not good. You don't want to surprise a cat. I won't. I'm not getting you anything. Yeah, that's not a surprise. Here is the Thursday, sorry. New color for Felicia. Hey, let's get a close-up here. Wow. She says, "Eek, I'm turning gray." Cats age faster than dogs. I'm only 9 years old. Well, every year for a cat is like 5 or 6 years. So you're 54.
Oh,
You mean I missed menopause? So the chief colorist turned from one Conador, I think was her old brand, to Blick brand colors.
Because I can't find the old
And
colors.
the Persian blue of Conador was purple, and in this case it's gray. And this is closer to the color I wanted Felicia to be in the first place.
Me too.
I was never happy with the purple Felicia. She looked too much like Chauncey from Top Cat. But now, well, I have to get used to Felicia's new color. We're just going to say that she prematurely went gray. And actually, we're going to be changing all sorts of things about the cat characters. Get to it by the end of this. All right, Friday in the bar. We have Cat Boss and Bogash. I got to, oh, by the way, remember that he tore the roof off the bar, so it's snowing inside. He wanted to bring the depressing winter into the bar because they look like they were enjoying themselves too much. I've got to buy Christmas gifts for the pets. Well, dogs are simple and stupid, so anything you get them, if presented properly, will be fine. But cats, on the other hand, are quite the opposite. It does not matter what you get them or how it is presented, they will be unsatisfied.
Oh no.
What should I do? And they're on a tropical island, beach, coconut drinks. When you return in January, pretend you never left. So for Christmas, Bo's spending his time on the beach. Saturday, Dino's in the bar, noticing Bo is missing. And this is the dad boss. This is Bogash's father and the former supervillain who was in charge before Cat Boss took over. He's been chained in the bathroom for the past 2 years now, I think.
Wow.
And we learned that Cat Boss's real name is Cuddles. So Cuddles, the cat boss, left with my son Bogash and chained me here. So you're the bartender now? Certainly not. I'm a retired supervillain. Can you reach that bottle? Yeah, here. Tell me about your fascinating life. Pass me that glass. I see what you're doing here, but I cannot reveal my secrets. Here, let me pour that for you. Oh yes, he is the bar. He is the bartender. And hey, Fido makes an appearance in his own comic strip on ice. Okay, Monday. Bo's on the beach. Wow, you really made me a tan, huh?
Yeah, that went awry.
Well, she is North Korean, so she does have a different skin tone.
That went a little.
Bo's always been very pale. All right, Cat Boss in his cute little shorts. So we just sit here until the holidays are over. How will they get along without us? Do you really care? And back in the bar, Fido and Dino. Why are we living in the bar now? Well, only Bogash paid the bills, but this place doesn't have a roof, but it has beer. Tuesday, Cat Boss is behind a tiki bar. Bogash and later Mia. It's so good to get out of the city and relax. The pressures of supervillainy has just melted away. Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, I bought the tiki bar. I figured since we spend all our time here, I might as well. I think this is becoming a nasty habit of mine. He bought the scratching post bar because the henchmen spent all their time there. Figured you might as well.
I was buying the tiki bar.
I bought the tiki bar. Okay, we're Wednesday. Back at the bar. And Jane is asking Dino, and there's Fido. Dino, where's Bogash? I think he's on a secret mission. He's not taking care of his dog.
No.
No doubt right now he's doing something dangerous. Oh, I hope he's being careful. And meanwhile, on the beach, they're tossing around a beach ball. And be careful, you're going to spill my drink. Be careful. And Mia's turned into a red bikini. There's a red bikini there.
Well, she's got a few different bikinis.
Oh, okay.
She
started out with a purple. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
on vacation, so she can't just have the one bikini.
No.
Okay. And this is the one that will never be published. Nobody will ever see it. After I read it today, it goes into the box, never to be seen again. We didn't even bother inking it or doing anything. We have Bogash, Cat Boss, and Mia. Mia's saying, I've never been to a beach before. We didn't have vacations like this in North Korea. You can sit down and enjoy yourself. Sit down and enjoy myself? And she sits on Bo's lap. I've never multitasked before. She's always sort of had a crush on Bogash, but we can't allow that. This is sort of against the rules of Fido the comic strip. So that one is never going to be seen. So instead, here's the Thursday that replaced it. Usually Thursday in the bar, so I had to do two in the bars. So Let's go through the entire list. Felicia, Dino, Closet Cat, Fido, and Jane. Dino explains, Bogash pays all the bills. We don't have anything at home. No heat or electricity? No, we still got that. There's no beer. You could just bring all this stuff home. Dino hadn't considered that as he's loading up his pockets with all the bottles and cats are carrying wherever they can. Jane turns to Fido and says, You're supposed to be the smart one. I'm spending too much time with him. I still have to do some of the backgrounds here. So this one's not done color yet. And Friday in the bar, just the first panel. Same cast as before.
Wow.
Jane.
Bo looks very white. No,
yeah, well, he's not colored yet.
I know.
Jane is on the phone with Bogash, obviously. Dino says you're on a secret mission. Yeah, secret. I hope it's not dangerous. Mia, put your bikini top back on. No, I'm not in danger. And she says, until you get home. Having heard that Mia's walking around without her bikini top, which she is wearing in this panel, but that's that. Saturday. Now, Saturday always foreshadows what the next week is going to be. So I left Bo and Cat Boss and Mia on the beach, and everyone else is at home. And we have Closet Cat, Fido, and Dino. Closet Cat has a big bandage on his face. Why the bandage? You can't talk. Wow, now this I like. You think we can get Felicia to do this? And he is written on a clipboard. I had a whisker transplant. So I guess we're going into the whisker transplant next week. And yep, look, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, you just have 3. He looks a lot more handsome with 4 whiskers. I think of it. Yeah. I got a whisker transplant. It cost $10,000, but I always felt off balance in the whisker department. Who donated the whisker? And out stumbles Felicia with a bandage on her face. Wow, what happened last night? That catnip you gave me was strong.
Uh-oh.
I guess he Bill Cosby'd her.
Oh.
Tuesday. Hey, look, Bo at the beach. He's at the tiki bar with Cat Boss and Mia. Don't worry, Bogash. I'll get you home in time for Christmas. I just called my private plane, and it will be here within the hour. Gee, thanks, Cat Boss. Unless the U.S. military shoots it down. Then we go for the backup plan. Oh, what's that? How are you at training reindeer to fly? I haven't finished inking this one. He's got 8 tiny reindeer, and Mia's hooking them up to a Santa sleigh. No, that's Christmas Eve, 12/23. So what are we doing for Christmas? No, sorry, 23, 24. This is Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, they're in the airport. Bogash, Mia, and wearing a dress, and Cat Boss. And Mia finally has some lines. I've always had trouble getting Mia to say anything. She says, I'm sorry your plane was shot down. I cannot fly commercial. We thought of that. I told them I have a fear of flying, and you're my comfort animal. I can do that. I like the pause. I can do that. Finally, in the final panel, he's on the plane. He's sitting on Mia's lap saying, Don't worry, this plane will not crash in a horrible fiery ball. All is well, you stupid humans. It's comfort animal. And Christmas Day. This is where we stop. I don't know what we're going to do today, whether we pencil or ink. Flip a coin. We have Mia dressed as an elf, Bo dressed as a Christmas tree, and Santa Claus a cat, of course. Santa a cat house. Bo says, we go up there, give them all Christmas gifts, and it's a happy holidays all around. And as they're going up the stairs, Cat Boss says, oh, come on. You're going to tell me you did not enjoy a week away from them in the middle of the winter on a tropical island. And Bo turns and says, if they ever find out, I don't want to think about what would happen. And they have found out because they've opened the door. They've heard them coming up the stairs. We have the entire cast now. And final panel, Fido is handing his golf club to Jane. He says, I usually knock down the Christmas tree every year, but you can do it this year. Bo is dressed as a Christmas tree. So there is Fido Christmas 2025.
Does this spell the end of Bo and Jane?
Oh, who knows? It's a Thursday. I still have to do the Friday in the bar. I figured the Friday in the bar will just be the cat boss going in there and saying, well, I suppose it's time I put a roof back on this place and get it back into order. And he notices all the alcohol's gone. Where's all the alcohol? And we go to Dino passed out on the floor with thousands of bottles all around him. And perhaps that might be the Friday strip. I don't know. I'm still writing it.
Now I have the strips that need coloring.
Oh yeah,
Usually you hand them off to me as you look at them. But
yeah. I wasn't thinking.
that's okay. You don't have to think.
Sure I do. Someone has to think around here. Well, I do all the writing, I do all the drawing, but you do the most important thing. You make it look good and colorful. Why do I sound like the cat boss? Whenever I notice whenever I'm saying something evil, my voice just goes up into that timbre. Usually it's down here normally, but okay, you got that one, that one, and we gotta work on these three. Alright, give those. That's done. That's I gotta work on. That one's never gonna be done. That one I gotta work on. So I just give you these three.
Yep.
There you go, Chief Colorist.
Thank you.
So what are we gonna do? What are we going to do today?
What are we gonna do?
Finish penciling on this sucker or inking? Well,
you said something about flipping the coin.
Yeah, that's. Let's see. We have here this is wow, $1 coin. Really, this is the size a dollar coin should be. This has got the Liberty Bell and the moon on the back. Old Dwight Eisenhower on the front. And really, that's what a dollar coin should be. Not this bitch dollar they have in use now.
Hey.
Okay. The misogyny segment, Fido the comic strip, is not over yet. We're going to get into it later. Heads wink, tails we.
He's all mine, girls. He's all mine.
Heads wink, tails we pencil, and it is Dwight Eisenhower showing here. It's a head. We're inking. Put that coin back. And, well, I started inking this one last night, and the chief colorist called me away. So let's finish that, I suppose. We're running into the horrible thing where if I go right in with a dry brush, I don't have the control necessary to do the proper job.
Then maybe you need to go against the coin.
No, what I'm going to do is the panels here, the word balloons. And hopefully that will get the brush, the alien tree squirrel nuclear pubic hair brush ready to do the characters here. All right, that's our plan. Now, I need Irving up there on camera 1 to zoom in closer here so we can see what we're doing. Try to get it somewhat straight there, Irving. People at home get seasick enough with your horrible camera movements.
Leave Irving alone.
Yeah. What do you think? Well, that's somewhat straight. Now, as you all know, cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of the planet. So I have to wear this, a glove, to keep me from getting any more of my natural filth onto this page. And I also have to put down a piece of paper. And I assure everyone at home, this is not an excuse for me to do a bit. So we have the stack of stuff here today. And surprise, surprise, Disney, celebrating 100 years, 90 of them good, is on the top of the page. And I wonder what Disney's up to this time. Oh, it looks like they're not done Bob Iger is not done burning money. And Kevin Feige is going to come out with the Avengers Doomsday, which we here at Fido the Comic Strip have recommended that they not make. But they're going to spend the $600 billion on Doomsday. And the big reveal of the cast has the media saying there's a major problem with Avengers Doomsday.
Uh-oh.
The cast that Marvel needs to fix immediately.
Oh no, what could be the problem?
Now I've got to read this with the proper voice, and I don't think I have it, so we'll just go straight with it. We can't believe Marvel Studios hasn't fixed this unbelievable and glaring problem with the cast of Avengers Doomsday. Over the years, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been the subject of some criticism aimed at the representation and diversity, and most of this is in the franchise's early days. You mean the successful days? What was aimed at the lack of female heroes? What are you talking about? They had Black Widow. They had Pepper Potts later became a. But anyway. While this has improved in recent years, with projects including She-Hulk, a failure, Black Widow, also another failure, Miss Marvel, a failure, Echo, a big failure, Agatha All Along, another failure, Captain Marvel, the biggest failure they've ever had, although the first movie supposedly made $1 billion. The second one lost them more money than ever.
They're always saying the first movie because it was in between
yeah.
the Avengers films.
The lack of female heroes is clearly still a major issue in the MCU. No, it's not. This problem is unfortunately very evident when examining the roster of 27 actors already confirmed to have been cast in Avengers Doomsday. The Russo brothers' upcoming MCU sequel put Robert Downey Jr. in front and center as Doctor Doom. But out of the 26 returning Marvel actors confirmed for the movie, only 5 of them are women, compared to 21 male actors. Oh, this ratio is seriously shocking and underlies a more expansive problem with the MCU that we can't believe hasn't been fixed till now.
Until now.
The only female heroes confirmed appear to be Avengers Doomsday so far are Yelena Belova, Florence Pugh, and Ava Starr's Ghost, Hannah Jonna Kamen, of the new Avengers, and Sue Storm's Invisible Woman of the Fantastic Four, Vanessa Kirby, and Shuri's Black Panther.
I was going to say, wasn't there
and Mystique, Rebecca Romaine. I think you got more than enough women.
I was just let's
see. Wait a minute.
How many did she say? 5?
Yeah.
She said 4.
Okay.
5. All right.
Florence Pugh.
Yep.
Ghost from the new Avengers.
1, 2.
No idea. Sue Storm.
3. Yeah.
Fantastic 4. Black Panther, Shuri.
4.
5. And Mystique. 6. And
Rebecca Romaine.
Rebecca Romaine. Yeah.
No.
6. Yeah. Rebecca Romaine. 6. What? They're not going to have She-Hulk, and how about wait a minute? Marvel's Katie was from Shang-Chi was put on the cast, so they're missing Marvel's Katie. 7. What? They're not going to have Ironheart? I don't believe it. She-Hulk. How about America Chavez? I can't believe they're not going to have America Chavez. And of all people, we're going to miss out on America's sweetheart, Brie Larson? I don't believe it.
They went with the successful for whatever purpose, for whatever reason, no matter what gender.
Kevin Feige has claimed that he has done enough for King and Country. He's put enough chicks in it and made them lame to make Gary Biegler, our friend from Nerdrotic, to call this the MCU. Catastrophic mistake that will be talked about throughout history, adding too many women to the Marvel superhero universe. There aren't that very many successful women comic books.
You know, I am surprised that Wasp or Michelle Pfeiffer's character
You're right.
back.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, yeah.
No, but
the Quantumania was such a flop, they didn't want to bother with it.
I know, but I'm surprised that they didn't get Michelle Pfeiffer or Evangelina Lilly.
I want to remind everybody of the Andor effect that we called it here. That's when you do so much damage to your product that even doing something good can't save you. Andor supposedly is a good product for Star Wars, but they lost their fans. They lost their fan base.
Too little, too late.
The people will never return. And has Marvel done that with the MCU? And I'll say yes, they have. even in the unlikely event this $600 million boondoggle is good, I don't think the audience is returning. They've hit the Andor effect. You went to the well too many times, and you gave us inferior female characters. Black Widow in the original Avengers was a great female character. I loved that scene where she's tied to a chair and she kicks the Russian's ass.
Yeah.
They got a strong female character. Oh, and when she talks to Loki and gets him to reveal her plan, his
Oh,
plan.
that's
Just
yeah.
good writing, and you gave us all this crap. Let's not forget Echo. Just terrible female characters doing horrible things. She-Hulk was so unlikable, and she's like one of the few successful female characters in the comic books. Why? Because they made her likable in the comic books. Who do you hire?
I know.
Tatiana Maslany, and I guess she's going off to Star Trek now, so she can destroy that franchise if it's not already been destroyed. We'll get to that later.
She's not a superhero really, although she does sort of become one. But
Who?
Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
She was a good female character in that.
Right, but they kind of made it. They kind of girl bossed her up in the third Iron Man. So you create these female characters and you give them horrible storylines, and then when the film fails, you have reason not to use female characters again. I don't know. So Disney has decided they have not burned enough money. So I guess they're going to do Pirates of the Caribbean with a female lead. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, is Ayo Edribi. I don't know her. Apparently she's from a show called The Bear. Never saw it. But hey, we've got a picture of her from Vanity Fair here, and she's made the cover. And to prove that she can smile, there we go. There's her with a smile. Now, I've got this picture up for a particular reason that people who might notice when I have a woman on the board. It's for a particular reason. And what I like to point out is this is the character she's going to be playing, Anne Bonny. And Anne Bonny was known for going into battle with her tits hanging out.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
So, of course, hey, we picked a redhead and race swapped her. Whatever. So, if Disney decides to do this character historically accurate, we're going to have to see a little bit more of Miss Edarabi. Edberry. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Hopefully, we'll be seeing more of Miss Berry, but the only R-rated Disney film that they ever made was Deadpool, a Disney Marvel, a Disney superhero film. I guess this is sort of superhero. This is Pirates of the Caribbean. But anyway, the only R-rated movie they made is Deadpool. We thought that was their most successful film, but apparently, if you listen to the financial records, apparently they lost money because they went to the UK and asked for more tax credits back. Maybe it's just Hollywood accounting. I don't know. But hey, speaking of Hollywood accounting, apparently Predator Badlands is officially the highest grossing Predator movie. That's if you don't account for reality. Best Predator ever.
Reality.
Based on unadjusted box office gross, apparently it eked out the Predator, Alien vs. Predator, which supposedly was the one that made the most money. But it'll still lose $60 million despite being the highest grossing. Everyone will remember this is the Disney Predator that discovers the power of friendship. And again, they bring in another female character to suck the life in, put some life into it. Yes, that's it. So I said I threatened that we'd be going into Star Trek later on. And the reason why we're going into Star Trek is this a destroyed franchise? Well, here's the poster for Starfleet Academy. You tell me. I've always...
No one told you life was going to be this way.
Yeah. The show is woke. It broke. All right. Anyway, we've pointed out how Star Trek has gone through the ages, just in the art style. They used to have the pointy titted women, to the rounded J.J. Abrams titted women, to the no titted women of J of what's his face, of Alex Kurtzman Trek, and we are having more of this sexless Alex Kurtzman Trek with Starfleet Academy. Yeah, the Klingon wizard dress. Don't even want to talk about that guy. Don't want to talk about that guy. Don't want to talk about that girl. Don't want to talk about that girl. Don't know about that one. But apparently, one of them has a social anxiety problem, and they just wrote it into the character. So we thought our long national nightmare was over with the end at the end of Discovery. I remember I watched the first episode of the Discovery, and I said, "Wow, this looks interesting," because they had all those great special effects. They had this huge budget, and it was $8 million an episode. How this lasted 5 seasons is only attributed to the lack of the number of episodes. 65 episodes over 5 seasons.
Yeah, that's
They've already greenlit this one for 2 seasons. It's like it's a streaming platform. They don't have to be successful. They're just making content. And I'm still going to say that Star Trek is savable. Once this guy's fired, if they bring on anybody who knows the product, they can save Star Trek. Not the same with maybe not the same with Predator. Definitely not the same with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and absolutely not the same with Star Wars.
yeah.
So who we got on the page today? Maybe Mr. Royal. What the hell? Always nice to have a pretty woman on the page. Either that or Alex Kurtzman.
Always nice to have a pretty woman on the page.
Or Alex Kurtzman. Let's remember Star Trek how it was. Not that one. That one. All right, let's put all this stuff aside. We got a mess on the board today. All right, as I said, we were going to try to get our brush inked up. Let's bring in let's discuss Himalayan tree squirrel here, squirrel pubic hair again. This is our original Himalayan tree squirrel pubic hair brush. You see it's getting pretty ratty. And here's our new, fresh from Roswell. I guess the only reason they can explain its exorbitant price, the thing costs 5 times as much as that, is because of its scarcity. Unless the aliens invade with their black squirrels, we will not get any more pubic hairs for these brushes. So that's that. Here's our ink. We're using the Blick. There we go. Blick Black Cat ink. Until we find a better product. Fido, the comic strip, is still in search of the perfect matte black ink. If you look at this ink, it just has a slight sheen to it. It glows under the lights. It causes trouble in photography. I've got to readjust the colors and everything on the computer. And Fido the comic strip doesn't like to do anything on the computer.
That's true.
We do everything the old-fashioned way. Brush, dipping into the ink bottle, and let's hopefully get this thing to our ink. How's it? Ooh, it's very no control. Horrible. This is gonna take a while. Let's get some of the Star Trek women off the page. Bringing our new Captain Jack Sparrow. Captain Bonnie Sparrow, I guess. Yeah.
Is it still Sparrow?
No. She's playing Bonnie something. Where? What did I do with that? Here we go. Yes, no, I didn't write her name down. I'm horrible. Here's the original. She's going to play Anne Bonny. And Bonnie, yes. You replace all redheads in Hollywood with people of color. It's the redheaded ginger genocide, as it were. All right. Now, looks like Bo's going to be deep into the word balloon on this one. Not only is this hand with the gift, I've got to create a word balloon. I mean, an arrow for the word balloon. And then he's got a star and a mistletoe on his head. Yeah, that's a mess. And come on, brush. And the star is there. As they're going up the stairs. Let's get this sucker dipped in ink and see if we can. Just takes a little while to get the brush used to doing its job.
Gotta wake up the squirrels.
Let's. I had not planned on this, but since there's a lot of dialogue, we'll just have the balloon cut off the entire top of the page. And I use a little bit of a thicker balloon when the character's talking a little bit too loud. And that's the joke here. They're talking too loud, so they're overheard from within the apartment. And all right. Well, hopefully we can get the. Hopefully the brush is acclimated. We're going right in on the characters with it. Never a good idea. Try to get as light of a hand as possible. Yeah. There we go. Starting to exhibit a little bit of control. Now he's looking at Cat Boss, so you almost draw a straight line from the eyeballs to where it's going. Big old smiley face on the. That is some wet ink. Now I've got to sort of be very careful here because one slip and I just have to start all over again. All this work just gone to waste. Working without a net, as it were.
Who's in that and why are you working with her?
When you say that, I think of an old Saturday Night Live bit, and Gilda Radner was playing Annette Funicello. Hi, I'm Annette, and these are my breasts. No beach blanket bingo.
Beach blanket bingo.
They put Frankie in.
All of those.
They put Frankie and Annette in bikinis. The original Disney child stars. Bet there are some stories to be told there. Company that probably should stay away from the kids.
Probably. Although if you look at those movies, they look great for their 30-year-old kids.
But yeah, we have Mia here playing beach blanket bingo. I put her in a bikini just to entertain the cartoonists.
We know.
Every once in a while, I need a little bit of entertainment myself, and I like the whole look with she's got the gun on her hip still. Well, she's Cat Boss's bodyguard. All right, coconut shell drink here. What coconut is shaped this way? Well, they just cut off the very top tip. That's my headcanon on this, and that's what we're sticking with. No coconut drink container looks anything like that, but hey, it's the way I want it. It makes me happy. And why are we here, folks?
To make you happy.
To make me happy. That's right, Chief Colorist. Don't do anything that doesn't make you happy. I just want to draw a comic strip. I don't run a YouTube channel. I don't run a Rumble channel. I'm just here to promote the comic strip and hopefully get this thing syndicated so that we can print this in newspapers. Remember those? Do they even have newspapers anymore?
I'm thinking not really.
Yeah. What'll probably happen is these things will just go into a book edition. Maybe we'll just sell them in cheap comic book version. Or not at all. It just might disappear, and no one will ever see Fido the comic strip.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah. It will have served its purpose. Made me happy for all these years. All right. Now we're gonna do some pretty fine lines here on Cat Boss's helmet. Like that he's on the beach. He's taking off the white shirt and tie.
But he's leaving on the helmet.
He's leaving on the helmet.
This one panel, I think you did.
2 or 3 times we've
Okay.
drawn Cuddles without his helmet on. Usually in the behind the scenes stuff.
Oh, that's right.
He's an orange tabby cat. And orange tabby cats are known for their gregarious, playful nature. I guess that will do. Nope. Everyone at home, drink your coffee if you got it. It's almost cold. A chief colorist likes iced coffee. I'm not much into iced coffee. Wow, quiet afternoon with the comic strip.
Yeah, I just have some things I have to tend to.
Yeah, it's okay. Unless the U.S. military shoots it down. Yeah, that's a problem with. Hey, do you think cats have belly buttons? Yeah, well, this one does. That's the problem with being a supervillain. The United States government is likely to shoot down your only means of transportation. But it's a very Fido Christmas. Let's do his tail, because the tail comes in front of the foot here. And we can finish the foot. As he's turned around, the tail is whipped up with him. Now, Mia is not strangling Bo here. She just sort of is comforting him. She has her hands on his shoulders. Sort of a back rub-like motion, but it's show the somewhat uncomfortable familiarity that she represents sometimes. Part of the character. Most of the time she's pretty, cold. She's a henchwoman from North Korea in an exchange program. And I'm thinking next year we might send Bo off to North Korea to hench for Kim Jong Il. Who knows?
Did you miss me?
I had not known you were gone. The return of the chief colorist.
Yeah, this time it wasn't 4 months.
She's still going through the backlog of old comic strips to color.
Well, I was not home for 4.5 months.
Yeah, we draw Fido every day for the rest of our lives.
Except Sundays.
On Sundays we do this show.
Yeah. And then I came home for a few months and went back in for a month.
Yeah, she wasn't
then
done.
I came home for a few months.
She wasn't done. She wasn't done.
No.
All right. And this part of me is head. Usually when I draw the characters, I'll have their heads go into the balloon. But since she's not really part of what's going on here, the two characters talking, like in this panel, I had her disappear behind the word balloon. And she's the bodyguard. She's sort of the background. See, strong female characters, much like Anne Bonny here, and we're sure this actress will play a strong female character. Let's give her a little bit more face time. We had advised Disney not to do any more Marvel films, not to do the Doomsday, as it just looks like a lot of money being burnt there. I'm not even going to waste my time advising that they don't do Pirates of the Caribbean with Anne Bonny. Just whatever, Disney. I don't give investment advice, but I certainly would never invest in Disney. Yeah, they're a troubled company. Doesn't seem to be able to do anything right.
But are they as troubled as Jaguar?
What Jaguar would lose like 90% of their market, 95%, 98% of their market
it was
share.
95 and then it went to 98.
And they escorted the guy responsible for it out, but with an armed guard, like he was going to do more damage to the company on the way out the door. I don't think he could have done more damage to that company on the way out the door. He Bob Igered it.
They were afraid he was going to kick over a couple of fake plants in the lobby.
You really Bob Igered that company. Let's see. We're going to make electric cars. Jaguar, a company famous for electrical problems. And then they pull out this car that probably would have looked cool if it was black, like a Batmobile. But instead, they colored it like a woman's pleasure toy.
No, but it's an interesting color.
Well, yes, the chief colorist pleasure toy probably is colored like the Batmobile, but
oh my goodness!
But every female toy I've seen has sort of been,
lavender.
Well, that was pink.
Oh, I thought that was like lavender, like a purple.
Yeah, mauve, I think is the proper term for the color, sort of between pink and purple. Say pleasure toy. Got to be careful with the language that we use here because we're drawing a comic strip for kiddies. Although I don't recommend that any kiddies read this comic strip because Fido the comic strip is not really made for children, as we've stated. So every time we read this thing on YouTube, and because YouTube asks us, "Is this made for kids?" No, it is not.
No.
So hey, my own little reindeer design. I figured going into the whole Fido design, long neck. And I had to make a reindeer-like nose that could possibly be red. Now, is this reindeer's nose going to be red? No idea. All up to the few colors, but it's the only reindeer nose that's available. These other two reindeers are...
Their noses are not?
Noses are off panel.
Oh.
Let's get this reindeer looking up in that direction. Not quite happy for being on the beach. Oh, stump here.
Yeah, that's not their comfort zone.
And the antlers. Thought a lot about reindeer antlers, and I think using sharp. Originally, I had them curved, but now thinking about it, sharp angles might make more sense.
But the ones that I see on,
Reindeer tail right there. There's a butt of a reindeer.
but the ones that I see on top of the cars are rounded.
No, actually, I think they're more like Y's. Think about it. Yeah, the reindeers are more like. What do you think? Y's? Yeah. Whatever.
You're picturing
Come with us, Anne Bonnie. Yeah. Oops. Let's move that over there. And Anne Bonnie. I really believe that if a woman really wants to go into combat, she should be topless.
well, if nothing else, it distracts the troops.
Well, the whole idea behind Batman, he had the big bat symbol on his chest. So if anyone were to shoot at him, he wanted them to aim for the big bat logo. So I guess want anyone to shoot at the woman who's in combat, maybe she should have her titties hanging out. It'll certainly distract the men. We're pretty easy to manipulate in that way. So while I find it very, very, very hard to believe that Disney is going to spend the money to make Pirates of the Caribbean with a race gender swapped character.
Oh no, they will. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. True Colors thinks they will.
I think they will.
I can't believe they haven't learned their lesson by now. But well, some.
They're not trying to learn; they're trying to teach us a lesson.
Yeah. They're trying to.
Yeah.
They're trying to change society,
Mhm.
and it's not. Well, it's not a matter of changing society. Give it a good character, a likable character, a good storyline, and it'll work. But it's like they don't even bother. When they decided they were going to do Star Wars, there was no chance in hell we were ever going to get a male lead. We knew we were going to get a female lead, and that was fine as long as the storyline was okay. They followed the whole easy formula that Lucas talked about, the hero's journey. It should have been like pouring piss out of a boot with the directions on the heel. But
may I remind people who the captain was in Voyager? It's not like they didn't have anything.
Janeway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but during the time we were saying Voyager was amongst the worst of the Star Trek.
Don't care. She was still there.
Mhm.
And the second in charge of Deep Space Nine or whatever she
Kira
was.
Norris.
Kira, yeah.
Yeah, they originally wanted to put a different actress in there, the one who played Ensign Rowe, and I loved that actress. She would have been much better than Nana Visitor.
No.
But she just did not want to take a. She did not think it would be successful. The actress thought that her career would been much more fruitful if she played no role than that one, which is what she eventually did. All right, let's work on these damn antlers again. Sharp angles. Think branches. Just like you never can like get the reindeer antlers to feel right the moment you're doing it. But once you walk away, you just ignore them.
Like,
They're fine.
okay.
They're fine. So as I was doing that, I was thinking, that's horrible. I don't like, but you walk away. I'm done. I've done my bit for King and Country as Kevin Feige said.
Mhm.
And Mia here is putting the harnesses on the reindeer, hooking them up to the Santa sleigh. I think this will be the third or fourth year in a row that Cat Boss has gone as Santa. I think the joke last year was Santa doesn't like poor kids.
Oh, jeez.
You're getting nothing. You're getting nothing this year. Santa does not like poor children.
Let's make a little side note that Chief Colorist was not around when that idea came. I think she would have poo-pooed that idea.
All right, let's figure out what's going on here. This is the rain. It's going straight down here. It's covering in front of Mia's arm, so be sure to get the rain. And then Cat Boss's hand holding the rain. And then we can continue with Mia in the background. Get the bikini done. Those are the right there shoulder bones. And that arm. And then we go back to the Cat Boss's arm. And right in there is a thumb, a cat thumb. Cats have thumbs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's good enough. Light brush strokes. The advantage of working with a brush, theoretically, is that you can, with more control, you can do a lighter stroke or a heavier stroke. You're not stuck to just one thickness of line. Heavier stroke underneath to show weight. Heavier stroke underneath shows weight. Light stroke, light stroke. And I have no idea what these are supposed to be, but there you go. Yeah. How are you at training reindeer how to fly? I guess we'll put a smile on Cat Boss's face here when he says that. He's a can-do cat.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of a tit there, gut, and you've got the gun finger here pointing. I think when I originally thought about this, I figured he'd be doing, both hands, a gun, but we changed that to having him holding the rein. Called an audible. And we'll stop the rain there. The edge of the sleigh will cover that line. And I also thought of putting him in his Santa suit here,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not Santa time yet for him. They're still on the beach, so he's still got his shorts on. There we go. And now for the big important reindeer. Now give it a reindeer-like nose. Big wide doe eyes. You're not going to train me. Long reindeer neck and the rest of the deer. Now let's get to work on them antlers again. Let's see if I can. All right, we'll do one stalk going up like that. One stalk going up like that. And then just doot, 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 doot. Not quite symmetrical, but they should have about the same number of. Yeah, there you go. You never like the reindeer's antlers as you're doing them, but once they're done, they're done. Let's just get the palm tree in the background here while I can reach it. And there, palm frond. Yeah, that's about it. All right, let's do the sleigh. Just about saying we were done. Oh, and we got a reindeer tail here. I decided they have fluffy tails. And hoof. And the sleigh. It's got to be very one horse open sleigh.
Dashing through the snow with one horse open
And look, the sleigh has tail lights.
Well, yeah, it's going. It's
And
driving
look
at
at this,
night.
a license plate which says CA. What's the license plate say? The world may never know. Seat. Right there.
CA?
No. There's a seat inside the sleigh.
Oh.
And for some reason, it's curved like that because it made me happy. And we just decide to curve it here too. No reason. See, I did 2 vanishing points there and there, which you can't quite see, but then just drew the line, sleigh going off in that direction. So horizon of the ocean is right at that level. And actually you can see how from this perspective, how I get the sleigh going. Let's get that line about as straight as we can with a brush. I'm going to go in here with a ruler. Get a straight line with a brush. You just run the finial along the edge of the ruler. And thicker line on the bottom to show weight. And it looks like the sled rung here has got a curve to it, so we'll free. No, I'm not going to freehand it. I thought about it. Changed my mind. I'm going to go straight on that too. Very thin, sharp. It's supposed to be metal. And I left room up the reindeer's leg here for it to curve up. Let's finish the reindeer's haunch. And then the support struts. Of course, 3 of them. And there is, let's get the palm trees in the background. What the hell? Oh, look, I got a coconut here. I forgot to draw.
It was lined coconut.
And anyway, we got the beach and the ocean way in the background there. This is reindeer butt. I don't know what that line was. That's the harness that Mia's putting on. And this is that line, that tether. All right, and let's not forget, there's another line in here. That is the sleigh. Let's see, do we have everything believable here? I guess so. Something that makes the cartoonist happy. I'm going to put a tailpipe What the hell? It's got exhaust. That's for when the reindeers fart, I guess. It's got an exhaust as well as taillight and a license plate. I think I'm missing right here a bit of reindeer butt. So let's just get that in place. And if I'm missing anything else, cute colors, we'll just color it in. Oh, there's Mia arm there. A lot of little things going on in the background here that just are not necessary. All right, that is the inking of this one today. And we're an hour in, so hey, that works. Works fine.
Perfect timing.
Yes. We got to come up with a title for this one. Inking reindeer butts. And Bonnie. Women. We spoke about women. We spoke about Disney.
What about
Hey, Irving, camera one. Will you zoom back a bit? Show the board. Get it somewhat. Hey, Irving, give me a little discipline. No camera discipline here, Irving.
Merry Christmas?
I guess this is the Christmas episode. Yeah.
Merry Christmas to all and to all of them.
Let's see. What have we said today? What do you think? Anything of value? No.
I'm sorry. It's just like, stop it.
Nothing of value today. All right.
Merry Christmas is what you say. Merry Christmas. From Fido Studios.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us at Fido Live number 177. We're going to call this one Nothing of Value. Everyone drawing your comic strip at home, be sure to put the cap back onto your ink bottle. And also, anyone at home drawing the comic strip, if you have a radioactive alien tree squirrel pubic hair brush, wash it with a gentle dish soap in warm water. See everyone next week.
Bye.
Ending.